Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Mr. Rex, the T-Rex, and today, I want to get some things off my chest and explain to you lovely people out there. Now, when I comment on dinosaur videos, I get a lot of questions on why don't you like T-Rex? Why do you love Spinosaurus so much? Why don't you find Rex as a childhood hero? Those sorts of things. And I'm hoping that this video can explain this all to you guys. So first of all, let's get out of the way why I don't find Rex a childhood hero and why I don't like him. As a kid, I watched a lot of documentaries about dinosaurs. I knew just about everything a little kid my age could know about dinosaurs. Every ounce in my brain was about dinosaurs. It was like 90% dinosaurs, 1% school, 9% video games. That was pretty much what I was as a kid. Like, you could ask me any dinosaur question, I'd be like, boom, done. I could even pronounce Parasaurolophus as a little kid. But Rex was always like this big thing in documentaries. And when I watched Jurassic World, the first two movies, he was always the top dog. And as I grew older, I did a little bit more research and found that Rex was one of the, if not the most famous dinosaurs. And I thought, why? Why is this creature that looks so much like any other large carnivore, such as Tarbosaurus, so famous? And I found out it's because of its bite force. Really? That's it. It's the only reason why it's cool? Because it can snap a neck in half? Okay. Then when I grew older, I started to realize that's not the only thing. And I started looking up dinosaur names, and I typed in the computer, what does Tyrannosaurus Rex mean? There it was, Tyrant Lizard King. And I thought to myself, oh, that's why. Because it's a supposed king. Let's get this out of the way first. I don't find any animal as a king. Just saying. Anyway, as a kid, back then, I despised Rex. At that very moment. The only reason why people love him so much is because of its bite force and because of its name? Is that the only reason? Because if so, then those are pretty crappy reasons. So I sought out to find a dinosaur that was different than Rex. Than any carnivore, for that matter. And I found my way across Baryonyx. Baryonyx was my favorite dinosaur back then. You don't even know. Every book I owned had a Baryonyx in it. And trust me, there are a lot of books. So, I tried to convince people, hey guys, maybe don't spend so much time on T-Rex, but instead look at this guy, Baryonyx, which is a fish eater and is so much different from all the other carnivores. And as any person like me would be, if they said something like that to dinosaur fans, I was rejected. I was cast out, and I was looked upon as a freak. And one of my close friends, Alley Cat, he said, hey, Mr. T-Rex, why don't you look at this dinosaur? And I thought to myself, well, what other dinosaur could not look like T-Rex? And there was Spinosaurus. And I figured out that Spinosaurus was the biggest carnivorous dinosaur out there. And I was jumping for glee. And Alley Cat said, I think you might want to watch this third Jurassic Park movie. And in that movie, Spinosaurus was the main character, the main dinosaur. And I didn't know it at the time, but when T-Rex and Spinosaurus fought against each other, I thought in my head, oh no, T-Rex is gonna win again. Everyone else is gonna love him. They're gonna glorify him like some kind of god. No, Spinosaurus wins. I literally, at that exact moment, jumped out of my seat, spilled Coke all over his floor, which was rugged, and I screamed at the top of my lungs, Spinosaurus! And he was just like, what the f are you doing? And that was my found love for Spinosaurus. And I get on YouTube, and I search up Spinosaurus v T-Rex fight in Jurassic Park 3. And I watched that for an hour over and over and over again. And as I grew older, I started to look at the comments, and I thought people were going to be astounded of this dinosaur that could take down this supposed king. Turns out, it was the exact opposite. People hated Spinosaurus, and a war began between T-Rex fanboys and Spinosaurus fanboys. I was confused. Why would they get so upset? It's just a T-Rex. Spinosaurus is the strongest. Strongest survives, right? Well, not in their eyes. In their eyes, T-Rex is a glorified god that can never lose to anything. Any large carnivore, anyway. Besides that, I started to speak my mind. I got a YouTube account under the name of N-Man, and I spoke my mind. I said, look, Spinosaurus is bigger than Rex, stronger than Rex, and has longer arms than Rex. The only thing Rex has against the Spinosaurus is the amount's bite force that it has. And they say, oh, well, if in the fight, Rex got a hold of Spinosaurus' neck, and that would have been game over. And I said, but it's long arms. If Spinosaurus annihilated T-Rex's face at that moment, it would have let go. The pain would be too unbearable. It could have lost an eye. It would have lost an eye. Its pain would have been unbearable. And I was shot down. I was called many bad things. Many harsh words. And that night, I laid in my bed. And I thought to myself, I started thinking, why do people hate this dinosaur so much? All it did was defend its territory. I mean, wouldn't any other dinosaur do the same? And you blame it for doing what a dinosaur does, is to kill for survival? That's not right. Now, on to more depressing matters, I fell into a kind of mini depression state. I would stay up all night. I would literally cry, trying to figure out why people don't like Spinosaurus. Eventually I got over that because I thought in my head Spinosaurus wouldn't want me to give up on restoring his honor, his integrity, and I listened. I was like, you know what? Spinosaurus, I'm going to do you a favor. I am going to personally be the guy who sets these T-Rex fanboys right. Many years passed. I got my point across to many, but not all. And then I hear a new theory on Spinosaurus walking on all fours. And now people are saying, no way Spinosaurus can win against a T-Rex now. This is the end of the reign of the Spinosaurus. And it made no sense. The theory made no sense. Why would a dinosaur that had ancestors that walked on two legs out of the blue with no change whatsoever in leg height or anything walk on four legs? It makes no sense. Until I found a video that stated that Spinosaurus's legs could have been the legs of a younger dinosaur or a younger Spinosaurus. And then I looked at the skeleton and I realized, whoa, hang on a minute. There are a lot of colors here, and these colors don't belong to Spinosaurus. And I got my point across. Again, to several people. But during that, I thought that all that mattered was for Spinosaurus to beat Rex. And I lost sight of what was real. And I thought, if Spinosaurus is on four legs, this would make it the first four-legged carnivorous dinosaur ever. This is more important than any Rex. This is more important than anything. If you want to say Rex can win, that's fine. That's totally fine now. But if this Spinosaurus theory is correct, not saying it is, but if it is, then that makes Spinosaurus the most important dinosaur in scientific discovery ever. And Rex can't take that away. I finally found something that Spinosaurus can call its own. I felt ecstatic. What was once my burden is now my power. I was like, yes, Spinosaurus did walk on four legs. If it did do all these magnificent things that no other dinosaur could, then it truly is better than Rex. And now I am still thinking, what if it walked on both four legs and two legs? Then that would make Spinosaurus not only the most important dinosaur in discovery, but the strongest dinosaur. The strongest carnivorous dinosaur. And the only dinosaur that can take down T-Rex. Well, only carnivorous dinosaur anyway. But, yeah, that's the whole reason why I say the things I do. Spinosaurus was more of a childhood hero than T-Rex ever was. And to think, if my friend didn't tell me about this magnificent, unlike any other dinosaur creature, I don't know what would have happened. So, that's my story. Thank you all so much for listening. It feels wonderful to get this out of my chest. Out of my chest. Yeah, it's totally a chest burster. That just ate my heart. No. It's good to have this out of my chest. Off of my chest. God dang it. It's nice to, say these things and remember the times I had and the times I will have. But Spinosaurus will always have that special place in my heart. No matter what. Rex can't take that away from me. Rex can't take it away from Spinosaurus. Nothing can take Spinosaurus out of my heart. Spinosaurus is my favorite dinosaur. Not just because it can kill a Rex. Not just because it walked on four legs. But because it's so different from any other dinosaur in the world. Thank you all so much for listening. If you would love to rage in the comments, by all means. But I speak the truth, and my opinion. That's what I did in this video today. Once again, thank you all so much for listening to my story. And I will see you all next time.